Remember that commercial for that little Milton Bradley game? I think it was by Milton Bradley. Who cares? I don't know. But there was a game that used a modified form of checkers slash tic-tac-toe combination called Connect 4. Well, one of the original selling points for that was sort of like this little battle of the sexes thing between a brother and his sister, and in the final game, little sis finds this little sneaky way to actually win the game, and the little boy expresses his indignation as, "Pretty sneaky, sis." Well, to borrow an old phrase that was used in advertising, carousel, that was pretty sneaky, sis. The way, but it's no surprise, because as I kept exposing in every single video upload that I've done on you, both past and present, and future, of course, because you keep saying that I'm done with you, I'm not going to make any more videos about you, I'm done talking to these people, and each and every time you do that, I call you a liar. Because I know you can't help yourself. And so, yes, I know you're going to have a response to this one as well. Maybe not this one right away or directly, but maybe if I have to come in a couple of more times to smack more of your BS down and to check you and put you in your place, you'll eventually come out of the woodwork like a little slithering cockroach that you are, and try to, as I say, do damage control, always trying to cover your tracks, trying to make it look like you're just being attacked for no reason, you're just being bullied and harassed. And as I said, at this stage in the game, yes, I admit I am harassing you. I am harassing you. I am harassing you. General Backlash. Damn, now I fucked my own name up. But yes, the General is harassing Carousel Vulva Breath 100%. I freely admit that. However, what Caramel's going to do, and you watch how sneaky she is, she's going to take that brief little snippet that I just made where I'm ranting, admitting that I'm harassing her, and she's going to twist it and take it completely out of context. She's going to stop right there and say, "See, I told you, these people just keep coming after me. They just keep coming after me. They keep coming after me. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I'm not doing anything. They're just starting on drama, and they're just stirring up, and they don't want to do, and they're just trying to get me under there, and because they ain't got no life, and and they'll totally miss the qualifiers, because as I said in the text comment, which surprisingly, of all surprises, she still hadn't blocked me away from it yet, but I guess that's because she still hasn't gotten around to realizing that I don't know what a reason is at this point. I'll just say that don't expect this comment to be up for very long, which is why I took the snapshot of it, to let her know that, hey, I'm still calling you out on your BS, and I'm still going to try to get the word out, especially to the people who keep sniffing up in your butt crack. But, of course, trying to hide the truth, you're going to purge it. I know you are. So that's why I saved it for posterity, just as I did with every other little snippet that you kept trying to come after us with, trying to show that, oh, I'm just the innocent person, and they're just coming after to get me. And I snapshot and documented and recorded and downloaded everything. And each and every time I kept trying to put it back up there to expose your ass. Google! Take it down! They're exposing me as a liar! Please, please, please! I've got followers that I need to convince them that my lies are the truth, so please stop that. Tell the General to leave me alone. Get him taken down because he keeps challenging my lies. And you know, I just keep exposing it, I just keep exposing it, I just keep exposing it. And the more that people understand and realize that what I'm saying is the truth and don't take my word for it, I'll let you do your own talking. I'll let your own words bury you. If anybody wants access to any of this stuff, it's available. Talk to me. I'll get it out there to you. If you're really sincere, not like Tiwi Butterfly Kisses or whatever the hell she's calling herself now, where she's starts off as trying to like, hey, let's all, can't we all just get along, sort of a thing. Only to come to find out, it's like, hey, when somebody explains, hey, this is the reason why everybody's not getting along, then she wants to launch an ad hominem attacks. Gee, guess what? Now that you're getting to feel some of the same dosages that we were giving these other shit starters, don't you start to notice a pattern, don't you think? I mean, after a while, you should realize, it's like, look, if you keep it above board, you don't get ass burned. But as soon as you want to try some underhanded, cockeyed stuff, don't scream and holler that the bully kid turned out to be an Aikido master who turns out using your own momentum against you and whooping your ass, and you're supposed to be the big bad bully. See, never ever mess with somebody until you know who they are and what they're about and what they're capable of. That's first and foremost. Now, to get back on track here, as I've stated, and as I will continue to state, you've got disingenuous harpy shrews like this Kara smell who go around trying to do damage control and trying to cover things over and trying to make it seem like essentially what she's doing is Fox News tactics, taking selective clips and selective quips and stopping whatever's being said at a certain crucial point, not allowing the context to fill in the rest of the information to say, hey, here's what it's really all about, or here's what's being passed over. No, they just take a little something out of context and blow it way out of proportion and keep spreading it and keep doing this whole little whiny, teary little red-eyed, oh, I'm just being a victim, I'm just an innocent girl, and this big bad man is just beating up on us girls, and we're just pure and innocent. Yeah, sure you are. Which is why not only do I preserve and expose you with your own words, but I also come back and I defend myself against your distortions. So now, let's do it the way you should have done it. Since you wanted to take a brief little mention of mine out of context, where I essentially admitted that yes, I am trying to get rises out of you, I am trying to stir up your shit, I am trying to give you red ass, I am trying to embarrass the fuck out of you, I am trying to harass you. Again, yes, I admit it. Now that I've admitted it, what's the context? That's always important. What do I mean when I say I'm actively harassing you? See, with the general, there's always a reason why I do everything that I do. I don't go after people and I don't start shit with people just for the sake of starting trouble and just having drama and then just kicking back to the side and just dancing a little jig when everybody starts getting up and all in indignation. No. It always goes back to a cause and effect. And the cause is, you come at me cockeyed, I show you how it's done. And so, let me share with your listeners or anybody else who cares to know what the context of that little blurb that you took and try to twist it or try to shut it off in such a way to make it sound like I was just being this big, mean, bad bully that was just beating up on a girl. Here's the full context of exactly what I was saying from the very same video upload of mine where you snatched the little blurb from. Allow me to play it and listen carefully to what I was saying so that we'll all understand now what it's all about, why I said what I said, and what it means.
It's not like we're trying to track you down. We already know your game because we see your activity. And we see that you're still talking shit in other forums on other people's channels, but then you had to do the ultimate thing and you had to make a mock channel. But I didn't talk about anything for over the year. And yet the whole time you had that thing up there, you either let things stay up there. Well, in fact, you let this channel stay up there. That's bad enough in and of itself. But you also let slanderous videos stay up there, which get feedback. And when they get feedback, then you respond in kind. And if it's not any direct feedback that you get on the mock channel, then you use the mock channel to continue your little modus operandi of spreading slanderous lies and making ad hominem attacks from that mock channel. See, you're too much of a coward to do it from your own channel. So you got to go to a channel that's set up for no other reason than to launch ad hominems and slanderous lies and vitriol. But no, you're not bothering anybody. You haven't talked about anybody in over a year. You're not going after anybody. Explain General Backlash then. And no, I'm not upset that you made a mock channel about me. Fuck that. I mean, shit. I kind of makes me kind of feel like I came of age. You know, that I finally arrived at Google too. You know, I'm official now because of the fact that, you know, hey, it's like, you know, one of the gold standards of actually finally getting established on this thing is to piss people off enough to where they just start making mock channels of you, and it's usually just to launch attacks at you. But and again, like I said, you know, hey, that's fine. You know, I expected to get attacked when I first started on this thing. What I did not expect and what I will not tolerate are slanderous lies. And if you're going to intend on keeping those going, then I'm going to intend on coming after your ass and burning it like a damn flaming arrow. So, if you want me to stop talking about you, and if you want me to stop dropping your name, or variations of your name, I should say, then prove it. Prove that you're really tired of me coming after you like this. Prove that you're really tired of all the trolls that come after you as a result of me laying the smackdown on your ass. Prove to me that you're the more honorable person and that you really want bygones to be bygones. Take your shit down and shut up. That's all you gotta do. I don't care that you don't like me. I don't like your ass. But you notice, I never make any kind of a commentary or a video about you until either you say something that's out of the ordinary, or I find a situation to take a swipe at your ass when I'm coming after one of your cronies. Like I say this with herpes. And I knew that as soon as I had the opportunity to come after her, I was damn sure going to drop your name in on it, deliberately. Because number one, I wanted to get a rise out of you, and number two, I wanted to let you know that no, I haven't forgotten about you. I still hold you to account. And you're still going to be on my shit list, at least on my active shit list, let's put it that way. See, you can be on my dormant shit list for time and eternity, and you won't ever have to deal with the ramifications of it, because I won't be saying shit. But as long as you keep it up and as long as you keep going forward, you're on my active shit list. And I will, at any and every opportunity that I deem fit, to come after your ass and burn it like, you know. So again, it's all up to you. However you want to keep doing this. But at this point, I'm just beginning to suspect that you just love the attention that much that you're willing to be a masochist like this. Regardless of how much you say, oh, I'm really over this and I really don't want to get involved with this and I'm just done talking about this and I just want to be peaceful and lovey-dovey and pink bunny rabbits and sunflower seeds and all that stuff. Yeah, your mouth talks it, but your walk shows that it's bullshit.
Okay, now do we understand the importance of context? See, it's not good enough to just stop a sentence at mid-clause and then shut it off as though that were the entire sentence. See, there was a whole lot of filler in there, which I apologize for having it run for so long, but it was to get the point across that yes, when Kara Smell Vulva Breath 100% gets up in here and complains that General Backlash is harassing me, yes, I am. It's called retaliation. Say it with me, children. Retaliation. Very good. I knew you could. That's what it's all about. It's never been about General Backlash just coming in and just stirring up shit with random people and just calling people out of their names and then just trying to start all these flame wars and then just so I can have these volleyball back and forth thing, which is why I posted my previous comment about the difference between the character of the people who you can disagree with and despite how heated it may get at times, still manages to maintain a certain amount of civility about itself to where people essentially, if they don't want to listen to the conversation anymore, they just simply just close off and just like, okay, I don't want to pursue this anymore. Or in other cases, hey, I can see some of your points, but I still don't see all of your points, and so I'm not going to see things your way, vice versa. That's the way healthy debate happens. But there are those people who just like to stir up the hornet's nest for no other reason than just stirring up the hornet's nest, or in a case of vagina breath 100%, she just likes sniffing up random man-hating black females' cooches so much that she'll say and do anything to get their attention to make herself look important, because she knows she's nobody in this world, and she's really nobody online. So in order to get her stuff out there, in order to give herself some attention, even if it's negative attention, she wants it. So all this time she keeps talking about how she's butthurt and how she's just all hot and bothered by the fact that the general keeps coming after her and to use her words, stalking her. As if I actually have to stalk someone this on this lunatic fringe of hers. These folks don't need to be stalked because of their activities and the way that they put themselves out there. They make it so easy for you to see what their activity is, especially eventually it comes around that you see that they're still labeling all the bullshit onto you for whatever little beef they're having with you. And in the case of Caramel, she does it in forums that absolutely have nothing to do with any other forum. So rather than coming at me directly, or rather than coming after somebody else directly, she'll take her swipes indirectly off on somebody else's video channel, on somebody else's channel page. Just like when I outed her for being a lesbian, she didn't come back to me and try to dispute it, or eventually what she did was admit to it. But she didn't come to me directly with that with her little hey, okay, yeah, you got me, but blah blah, this that and the other. No, she wasn't woman enough, and she was too much of a coward to actually come to the person. And like I said, I'm not the only person she's done this with. She does this with everybody that I've encountered, that I've ever seen her encounter, where things have gotten a little too heated. She always plays this trick of ducking and dodging. She'll express her indignation, but she'll never do it, or rarely she'll do it directly. She'll do it on somebody else's forum, or she'll do it to somebody else who's totally not even part of this whole discussion. Just as when I exposed her for her sexual proclivities, she didn't come to me challenging it or confirming it or choosing to deflect or whatever the heck it was. She went over to Longlikes82, who said jack nothing about anything related to her sexuality. But she felt the need to drop it over there because it was safe. She didn't think that anybody would find out about it. She must have forgotten that I was subscribed to Longlocks and I watch his uploads. So I don't know. But you see, frauds like this, they don't have any common sense to realize that their activity gets back to the people who they diss. So it's not a matter of stalking. So anyway, I don't know. It's really interesting to see that there are just certain ones here who just seem to thrive on this type of attention, where they're not validated unless somebody's crapping on them so that they can take what is the term for that? It's something called munch. Oh gosh, what is it called? Munchausen's syndrome, I believe it is, where people deliberately victimize themselves or put themselves in a situation where they can be or will be victimized in order to garner all sorts of sympathy for themselves, to get people to feel sorry for them, to get people to treat them like there's just the whole weight of the world is falling upon their shoulders, and they just need all this moral support and all this. And I'm beginning to think that that's what Caramel is. I think she's suffering from Munchausen's. I swear, I hope I'm saying that correctly, because I'm totally brain frazzled right now because of some of the stuff I have to deal with. But I believe that's what we have. I mean, this is someone who's so thirsty for attention that she will put herself in situations where she gets the masochistic treatment. Because I've said time and again, it's real easy to shut me up. It's real easy to shut me up. At least in situations like this. Now, when we're discussing issues and whatnot, the discussion goes on until somebody says, hey, okay, we agree to disagree. But when it comes to these little personal beefs like this, which I don't start, then, okay, you want to start them, I guarantee you, I'll finish them until you decide that you want to take the honorable step and just put an end to it. Just put an end to what you started, and then I can let bygones be bygones, and you'll never hear your name out of my mouth ever again. I guarantee you that. So, anyway, waiting for your next video, response upload video. Go ahead, prove me a liar. I dare you. But of course, I already know if this was a money bet, I'd still walk away with whatever the odds were on this one. Because as I said, I know you can't help yourself because I figured you out. You're not going to let this one go either. Just like you're not going to let that comment stay up there on that mock channel of yours, where you, again, launched another one of your little surreptitious little, I'm too much of a coward to beat up on these people on my own channel, so I'll just do it on this little channel that I made in mockery of him, and just so I can humiliate him some more, or try to anyway, because like I said, there's no humiliating me. But be that as it may. So, you want to do things on the sly. You want to do things in the background and in the shadows, and trying to cover your tracks, and then trying to do damage control and spinning and twisting the story to try to make yourself look like an innocent put upon victim. Keep doing that. Because each and every time you do that, I'll keep exposing that that's what you're doing until it starts to become common knowledge that, oh shit. So anyway, I had a little bit of a technical difficulty there. I had to shut down briefly. But that's about all I really needed to say anyway. Just I don't know, like I said, I'll just be here. I'll be waiting in the wings, and I'll catch wind of what you're doing. Not because I'm stalking, but because you don't know that people in this forum actually have things like people they subscribe to, and they follow certain discussions and whatnot, and you just don't realize that some of the same places that you go, I might also go, or even if I don't go, I'm cool enough with a number of people where they kind of alert me to what's going on. Just like you have your little network where anytime I say anything, word gets back to you. But I don't care if word gets back to you. I want word to get back to you. Because I want you to know, as I said before, as you highlighted, I want you to know that I haven't and I will not forget about you until you do the honorable thing. Then and only then will I go about my merry way and just deal with the other morons and idiots who refuse to get the same message. End of line.